you can see this was a sell move, a bearish trend, right? Actually, you can start from here. This was a bullish trend. This was consolidation. Can you see that? Bearish trend, small consolidation, bullish trend. And that is how I was explaining to you yesterday. Like the market moves in cyclic in nature. And then bearish trend, bullish trend. And right now we are bearish again. Can you see that? So that is the nature of the market. Okay. So if I'm to continue with whatever we are discussing is, if I'm to switch to the line graph, because that is how I analyze the market, and then I try and you need to realize that over here, the last time the market touched this level, generated a very strong sell move. Can you see that? Because this is the weekly time frame. It generated a very strong bearish move like that. And then we came back there again. And I told you now for a couple of times that we are trading what we are seeing, not what we are thinking. Don't trade the analysis that is in your mind. Trade whatever the market is showing you. Understand? We say that you let the market lead and then you follow it. You're not leading the market. So since last time the market was here, generated a very strong sell release like that. So when the market came back here, we were anticipating again for another sell move, because that is the level that generated a very strong sell move last time anyway. And now the market came there and printed what we call a double top. Can you see? Now you need to understand. Now this is now for you as now to work hard and also to know these other things, because maybe I may not be able to mention like everything. There are reversal patterns. One, we call it head and shoulder. There is one that we call head and shoulder pattern. It just actually look like head and shoulder. That is why it is called head and shoulder. We have double top, we have double bottom, we have morning star and evening star. I don't know if on the PDF there was that morning star thing.
It was not there, but I think I found it somewhere.
You spotted it somewhere, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So normally, I want you to be thinking this way as a trader. You had said like this was that resistance level that generated a very strong sell move. Can you see that? Then the market approached there again, and after approaching there, it printed that reversal pattern that we call a double top. Can you see? Now these reversal patterns normally indicate that the market wants to change the direction. Understand? It's like when you are driving a vehicle and you want to take a certain corner, you normally put on your indicator.
Yes.
So that is the thing with the market again. It will print something like double top like this, or you will see an evening star pattern, or you will see head and shoulder pattern over there. So once you spot this pattern in an area of sensitivity, then in your mind you should start saying that I'm supposed to look for sell moves now. The market is telling me that it wants to sell.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
So what you do, just continue narrowing down to the lower time frames up to for what I mean by higher time frame, H1 and above. The lower time frames for me are M30 and below. So after you spotted this double top, you in your mind now it is very clear, since this double top is not just happening out of nowhere, it is happening in an area of sensitivity. So in your mind, it is very clear that indeed the market wants to change. Probably you are waiting over here to see how the market will behave, and then you see a double top. So it is like giving you a confidence that it indeed this market will sell.
Okay.
Understand? So and where are we heading to anyway? We are heading to somewhere around here. because this is a line of sensitivity again. You can see there was a touch over here. There was a touch over here. Somewhere around here as well. Can you see? And also over here. If I'm to switch into the candle, these are touches. Can you see? So we are probably heading somewhere around there. Remember, this is just speculation. It's not like the market will have to obey what I'm saying. Okay, so our job now is continue narrowing down to the lower time frames and try to look for an institutional reference point where we can catch a sell move.
Okay.
So we go to the daily because we have said that the market is going to sell. When you go to the daily, you realize that we are in an uptrend. This is an uptrend. If I'm to switch into the line graph, you'll be able to see this is okay. Let me put some. This was a low, and then higher low, and then higher low. Can you see that? And then we had a high. High was I'm trying to put this line of mine straight. We had this high. We had the higher high and a higher high up here. Can you see that? But now, and that is why I told you that once the market approaches these higher time frames, areas of sensitivity, the lower time frames will not really matter. Because now I want you to look here. Remember what I told you yesterday. In an uptrend, you are waiting for this low, for the market to come back there, and then you enter a sell move. Can you see that? But now, since we touched a higher time frame, resistance, or rather line of sensitivity, this is that weekly line of sensitivity. So you can see this daily candle is not actually respecting this order block. Can you see whatever I was explaining to you? It's because it is the higher time frame that really matters. So on the higher time frame, the market wants to sell. So we were in an uptrend, and probably because the market principles, you are waiting for this order block and then you enter a buy position. Can you see that? According to the market principle, because as I told you yesterday, you wait for a retracement and then you continue with the move. You remember? But now, because you have touched this weekly line of sensitivity, the market wants to sell. And these, because the daily time frame is lower compared to the weekly time frame. So probably this daily order block might not be anything, because if the market if at all this line of sensitivity is to be put into work, then this daily order block will be breached and the market will continue selling.
Okay.
You understand? So yes. Now your job, because we are saying that we're in a downtrend, your job is now to look at the most recent low, just as I explained to you yesterday. The most recent low that the market is likely come back to mitigate, and then you enter a sell position. So, and that you can also do with a line graph. It can, with the help of a line graph, because for lines you can see they are more precise. So we had this high, right? And then we had a lower high somewhere around here. Can you see that? And then we had a lower high over here. Let me put these lines straight. Just a minute. We had a lower high over here. And according to the daily, this is the most recent lower high. Understand?
Yes.
So what the daily time frame is telling us is that we should wait for this, the market to come to this order block over here. I don't know if by now you understand what I mean by an order block. I've mentioned it so many times.
Not really sure, but maybe I can get it.
So this is what I mean by, for example, can you see this this selling candle over here? Can you see?
Yes. Yeah.
This selling candle generated a very strong bullish move. You see that? So
yes,
the candle that was responsible for this impulsive buy move is what we call an order block.
Okay.
Understand? So in terms of the sell actually the same thing, but it's actually the opposite thing. Just exactly the opposite thing.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. So for the sell, what I'm saying is that this candle over here generated a very after this remember we were selling. I don't know, I'm trying to put in the simplest language possible. We were selling, and then for 2 days the market was trying to buy, and then all of a sudden, boom, this sell move.
Okay.
Can you see that? So what the question you're asking yourself is, what was responsible for this strong sell move? Is this order block over here? And remember, we are on the line graph. We also saw that that is the most recent lower high in terms of this sell. Can you see that? Okay, so we can go still to the H4 and we try to check what the H4 is doing. So on the H4, let me remove this. If I'm to switch to the line graph, we had this high over here. Yes, true. Had a lower high over here. There's this lower high over here actually on the H4. And then lower high. Lower high over here. Lower high over here. And the most recent lower high on the H4 is this one. Can you see that? Understand? Even in terms of the lows, the market will just be printing these basic market structure principles: lower low, lower low, like that, lower low. Can you see that? It's only that it cannot be in a, and that is why it is the market. So in terms of the H4, if we are to switch in the candles and you look for that, you can see this is the order block with that generated a very strong sell move. And this sell move proceeded to break structure over here. Can you see that? Okay. Let me remove this gray zone. You see, so there was a BOS. The structure was broken over here, and the order block that was responsible for the break of that structure is this gentleman over here. Can you see?
Yes.
So right now, we are chilling to see if it will come back to mitigate that. Remember, it's not a must that it comes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But the thing is, you just need to keep on repeating whatever you are doing.
Okay.
That is the most important thing. So this is that gentleman that was responsible for that strong sell move. And this is a setup that I actually even don't mind sending to the trader last group, if I've not at all, because I'm not sure if I've sent it. So this is actually a setup that I've created with you right now. So I don't know if you're seeing the logic of everything over here.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the thing about the trend. This is a downtrend, and also in an uptrend,